In quarter 3, after subtracting all of our operating expenses, the gross operating profit was 32.14%. And at the end of quarter 4, we have illustrated the profitability to be 31.3%. And after taking into account for all costs and taxes in quarter 3, the net profit reached 1,400,000. And at the year to date after quarter 4, the net profit reached to 1,900,000. Now the return on equity was 5.24% in quarter 3, missing 1.5% to reach our 7% goal. However, now in quarter 4, we have by contrast met the goal with 6.8% in return on equity.
Our focus for quarter 3 and 4 was to increase our ADR and the RevPAR at the expense of our occupancy and market share. This was achieved, as we can see, the ADR increased by $30 and the RevPAR by 10, while our occupancy reduced by 10%. Due to the increased price and despite the declining occupancy, we were able to maintain a steady $1 million in room revenue per month. The focus for the coming year is to stabilize the rates at this level with minor fluctuations, while still staying above the 70% yearly occupancy levels.
Our goal in the F&B department was to increase revenue and decrease payroll expenses in order to achieve a higher marginal profitability. After decreasing selected salaries in the department, lowering the food cost percentage to 22%, and increasing prices for food items, we reached a profitability of 16%, generating a total F&B income of $175,000 for quarter 4. However, the payroll cost percentage still accounts up to 51% and will be lowered by minor cuts in the respective workforce for the upcoming seasons.
Now, as for services, facilities, and refurbishment, our goal for quarter 3 and 4 was to increase facilities. We added a business center, lobby kiosk, and an executive lounge. Our services are in good conditions, but our next step is to do some refurbishment. Soft good redo on both guest room standard and premium, and a complete renovation for our bar and lounge.
Advertising expense. In quarter 3, we increased our expense to 7.41% of our total revenue, but unfortunately our strategy was not strong enough to compete with our competitors. Therefore, in quarter 4, we have increased it to 9.74% of the total revenue, which result in a very good feedback from our customer. So in year 2, we are expecting to advertise more toward the business travelers and spend approximately 7 to 8% of our total revenue on advertising, and also maintain a good reputation from our quarter 4 this year.
At the beginning of the 3rd quarter, we reached our goal of 100% competence of the hotel staff. However, the hotel was understaffed and only had staffing levels of 88%. The cost per available room and occupied was stable, or around $62 and $64. At the beginning of the last quarter of the year, the staffing level had improved and is now at 96%. Unfortunately, competence has decreased and is only at 90%. The cost per available room is similar as before, but it has significantly increased for occupied room and is now at $91 per room. The strategy of increasing training has paid off. However, the labor cost of occupied room is too high, but will hopefully balance out with increased occupancy.